Hey guys, welcome back to my channel Meddict the Budding Doctor. In today's video, I am not going to talk about any study related topic or teach you anything. Instead, I am going to talk about this beautiful concept I found on the internet, which is Ikigai. It is the Japanese secret to a long and happy life. So I thought it would be helpful for many of us to know what is this concept so we can live a purposeful life. So let's start the video. First, we'll get to know the meaning of this word ikigai. It means the reason for living or the purpose of our life. It is something that makes you get out of the bed in the morning. So now with the help of this Venn diagram, we are going to understand what is ikigai. Ikigai consists of four components, and if you lack any of these components, then it isn't ikigai. So let us see what are these components. The first one is what you love. The second is what you are good at. The third one is what you can be paid for. And the fourth one is what the one needs. So now let us see each of these components one by one. So first one that we are going to discuss is what you love. What you love is what you want to do or you do in your spare time when no one is watching, or something that feels like playing, something that you obsess over, or something that you would want to pay for if you are asked to and you won't mind paying for it. The next is now what you are good at. It is something that you have practiced or you are trained for. It is something that you excel at naturally. It might be something that others say you are good at. Sometimes we don't notice if we are good at something, but others are like, wow, how can be you so good at it? Or something we have studied at school, something we have spent hours working on. So next is something that the world needs. It can be help for people who are struggling at something or people who are trying to learn a new skill. The world also needs, surely it needs more access to education. It also needs healthier lifestyles, environment friendly things that are designed in a new way. It also needs people who can help other people be more confident. The world also needs to know how some things work or how newly discovered things or methods work. And the world also needs to know how the government works, so these quick feed or news kind of things are also important. And the next one is what you are paid for. It is anything that gives you money. Money is surely not everything, but it is indeed a necessity for living. It can be your job, part-time job, side business, and these days online platforms also pay well. So now with the help of this Venn diagram again, we are going to know what the overlap of two components might be called and how we can convert it into our ikigai. If you have something that you love, something that you can do for hours and hours without feeling tired, and something that the world needs. And this I want to add, it is dependent on our, you know, our need to be felt that we are required, our need to be felt that we are validated and we have an important place in our society is something that the world needs. So, if there is something that you love and something that the world needs, it is called mission. And if you have mission, then you are not paid for it and you are not good at it. So, you need to figure out how to get better at this craft so you can be paid for it as well. Next is if there is something that the world needs and something that pays you well, it is called vocation. Like there are vocational courses like teaching, how we can teach. There are special courses. Then if you have a vocation, then you need to constantly challenge yourself to get better at what you're doing. Next is something that pays you well and something that you're good at. It is called your profession. And if you have a profession, then you need to try out new things and find something that you love doing. Now, in this something that you're good at, I want to mention that again or highlight that it might not always be the something that you're born with or that you have an inborn talent for. It might be something that you have learned through experience and exposure to some things. It might be something that you have practiced a lot or something that you have trained for. So, if there is something that you love and something that you're good at, then it is called your passion. And if you have a passion, then you need to figure out how to make money doing this. And now, lastly, in this slide, we can see what the overlap of three components might be and what it lacks. On the internet, certainly there is no name given to the overlap of three components, but we can see and know what it might have and what it might not have. If you have something that you're good at, something that you love, and something that the world needs, which is this component, this part of the Venn diagram, then there might be delight and fullness, but you won't have wealth because you're not paid for it. Next is if there is something that the world needs, something that you love, and something that you are paid for. Here, there might be excitement and complacency, but there is a sense of uncertainty because you're not good at it. Next is if there is something that you can be paid for, something that you're good at, and something that the world needs, then this overlap is or might be very comfortable, but there might be a feeling of emptiness because you don't love what you're doing. And next is if there is something that you're good at, something that you love, and something that you can be paid for, then there is a feeling of satisfaction. But there is also a feeling of uselessness because we aren't made felt by the society or the world that it is something that they need because it obviously lacks what the world needs. So there is a feeling of uselessness. So guys, this is all for this video and I hope you found the video helpful, and if you did, like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. And I hope that you find your ikigai in this life if you want to, and you live a happy and purposeful life. Also, you can give your suggestions in the comment section below for any future videos that you might think would be good videos to make. So, guys, see you next time.